A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Noles will kick it away to start us off. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Duke Blue Devils offense will go to work first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Takes a handoff. It's Welch. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up in this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Scanning the field, it's Howard. Pressure coming. Steps away. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run in the red zone. Looking for the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Got rid of it just in time. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. We'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Seminoles will hustle to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Catch in the middle. It's Pittman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. Now the connection takes it to the 11. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The RPO, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And you race it to the house. Touchdown Seminoles!
After starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
2-0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter.
Oh, he's got some space. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield. It's Taylor. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, but still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. The Blue Devils come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. That's reeled in. It's Edwards. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. It's a 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They're working that left side. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. What a terrible, terrible shame. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They'll run it from the gun. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going, and man, they've had some serious backs over the years.
There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Noles!
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Grabbed over the middle, it's Taylor. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands, it's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. He's looking downfield to throw. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Right back to him on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Taylor. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. He leaves it with his back. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fires to the tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Duke. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Noles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Seminoles will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. He'll pull it on the read. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got an open man. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Makes the catch. It's Taylor. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. Second down coming up. They'll run play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Taylor. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Blue Devils are in the red zone. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Line is set on third down. Looking to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Good, right down the boulevard. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Tennessee is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Neyland Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to Alabama. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Seminoles in the hurry-up.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Howard. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Running to Green. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. What a throw! Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Odom. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. To the air on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Robinson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Noles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Touchdown, Florida State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Number 7.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
2-10.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. From the shotgun, the inside give. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
He'll do it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. To throw, it's Howard. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The give on the inside. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. A strike downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. That's caught. It's Taylor. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Blue Devils back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw again. Here's a heat. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running to the left. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. And the Blue Devils looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Absolutely perfect. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Makes the grab. It's Pittman. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down mark.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's caught. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Seminoles want to move quickly.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Howard. Fires to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's McCoy. And they pick up just a few on that completion. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. Got it in the middle, it's Welch. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Spins away from the defender.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to defend the field position with the return.
Most defenses are lucky if you have 1 good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
He'll start this drive firing. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Caught near the sticks, it's Brown. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. Rides the back on the option to give. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. That had all the makings of bug-meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Wants to throw on 3rd down. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. They'll go back to the ground. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. And now on 2nd down for this offense. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He's got it on the right. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Blue Devils line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Brown. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Okay, so I thought they might go for it here. Instead, they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights, it's good. They're hanging around here, leads down to 12.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Second down coming up.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Got his man. Turning it on. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The offense set for a first down play. Finds his big tight end. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Unloads quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
He wants it all. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Gonna run it. It's Welsh. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
It's a draw. Find some fresh air. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's McCoy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
The Knowles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Robinson. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Caught behind the line. It's Pittman. Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Off the play fake. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Seminoles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Gives it on the option. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. And the Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Back to pass, it's Howard. Wide out trying to get it in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown Seminoles.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
Florida State, 35-16.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, Dave. Makes a grab down the middle. Turning on the Jets. He's at the touchdown Blue Devils. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. The give and tick, 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 tick.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Makes the grab. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. There he goes. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. 4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to